Okay. Hello, friends. My name is Earlene, and I'm a South African living in the United States. You may also know me as the Rusk Lady. This is our very first interview on the Saffa market, the Expat Files. And today, our very first interview, I'm so excited to introduce Karolyn Hawker to you. Karolyn, welcome.
Hi, Arlene. It's such a great honor and privilege to be here with you. And hi to all the Swano members, and looking forward to getting to know all of you a whole lot better.
Yay, thank you. So, just tell us, just to start, where in South Africa are you from?
Well, I was born in Kimberley and I grew up there until my parents moved to Johannesburg around my early teens. I ran away from home when I was 16, just turned 16. And that meant me living in the YWCA in Braamfontein for 3 or 4 months. And then I moved into an apartment in Hillbrow. I also left school then and got a job at De Beers Consolidated Mines as a assistant retail buyer. And they fortunately insisted that I got my matric that same year that I would have graduated. So after that, I married at about the age of 20. My ex-husband now and I were married for about 12, 13 years, and we moved 32 times
Oh,
inside and outside South Africa. But my
that
last 15 years was in Cape Town. So after we got divorced, I decided that's it. I'm staying in one place with the kids, and Cape Town was where we lived.
good choice. Good.
Yeah,
Yes.
it was.
Yeah.
It was.
So how did you come over to the to the United States and when?
Yeah, so in Cape Town, I got to a stage in my life from about 49, 50 years old that I needed a challenge. I had a wonderful recruitment agency for the 20 years before that. I loved everyone who worked with me, but I lived on the beach. I had Table Mountain Lion's Head as my background. I got Shenki so that I would change my life up. Also moved all of our staff into their homes so everybody could work from home. But nothing, I needed something new. I just knew I needed to change who I was at that time. So I applied for a green card. My daughter and son-in-law convinced me. Tam wasn't married at that time. And I got my green card suddenly in less than a year. Sold my business, then moved to America without a job description with Shenki, and started my life here.
Okay, that's incredible because a lot of people wait many, many, many years for green cards.
Yeah,
We were
I
also
was shocked.
the
I
lucky
was shocked. Yeah.
of our friends had waited like 8 years and then we got ours in 4 years. So it's yeah, I guess it depends case by case, but that's wonderful. That's wonderful. So tell us a little bit about your life in the United States and just what you do for a living.
So I got here and thinking it was going to be a big adventure. And as we know, the rose-tinted glasses slip away. And then I knew that me asking the universe for a challenge, it had given me a quadruple dose of a challenge. Um, I ended up living in Montana, choosing to live in Montana with Shenki after we traveled for about 25, 30,000 miles around America. Um, we reconditioned an old ski lodge, and COVID hit at that time because I came here without a job description. So I could kind of choose, which sounds fantastic, but it's very scary. Um, so we reconditioned the ski lodge during COVID, turned it into an Airbnb. And then during COVID, also, I wanted to solidify my qualifications in America because I knew from the recruitment agency, changing lives and embettering individuals in the career coaching we did was something that gave me a purpose, gave me that reason to want to get out of bed in the morning. So I did that. And initially, you asked me what I do today. I am a behavioral and communication coach. I work online And we have various programs that we've put together that individuals can do for the emotional intelligence. But the coaching, the actual coaching calls that we have, that builds the emotional muscle. So, yeah, that's what I do. I'm an online coach.
That's awesome. I love that. So I've had the opportunity to have a chat with Carolyn on the phone one day, and we were only going to have a short talk, and then it ended up being, I think, over an hour, and it was awesome. So, okay, so tell us about your or introduce your latest project to us, and just tell us more what you have been working on.
Okay. If I could start first with the initial project we worked on, I mentioned that I ran away from home at the age of 16. And what I needed more than anything else was a mom that was able to hear me and communicate. She knew how to communicate with me, even though I was a challenging teenager, you can imagine. I also came from a background of severe trauma. So, added into that, it was my first goal to work with moms and teens. And while working with moms and teens, it became apparent to me that the mom's wellness was of paramount importance because, she needed to self regulate herself. And by that, I'm talking about taking care of her emotions, her thoughts, her feelings, her perceived realities. And that is how the reward puzzle was born. And my latest project is the reward puzzle. So it was called the reward puzzle because it's very much about how we reward ourselves after a tough day. And as moms, we know that's every day. It never ends. So we in this reward puzzle, the puzzle bit of the reward is because each piece needs to be made smaller and more achievable and manageable. And the rewards, there's a reward stress cycle that we work with because we know when there is a lack of fullness, that's and most of us don't even realize that the reason we're grabbing for the crisps, the reason we're having the extra glass of wine, we're all intelligent, we're all smart people, but there's a lack of fullness, and our brain is only trying to fill that with the best it knows how with our knowledge at the time. So that's what creates the cycle. So we keep chasing comfort, we keep chasing burning out, and then all of a sudden we're repeating the whole process again and again and again. And we're wondering what happened. I can show you what happens in your life, and then we can repack and redesign a manner that you can have fullness, you can self-regulate, you can be well. You can jump out of bed in the morning. Yes, you can,
Yes.
and feel happy and joyful. So that's pretty much what I do. Let me continue. So the reward puzzle is an online program. And the great thing is you can actually click on the link and you can follow a process where you put your name and surname in, name and last name. But I'm speaking to South Africans here. We know what a surname is. Anyway, your name and last name, your email address, and also a password, and you will receive one lesson free. So you can just understand what the reward puzzle is about. It's a self-learning portal, so you don't need the coaching. You don't have to get into the coaching. You can do this at your own speed, in your own time. I want to just say the webinars, remember there's a pause button. You don't have to listen to the whole thing at once. You can just pause and come back to it at a later stage. And if you want coaching, there are links to click that you can get into the coaching. And the coaching packages are the 4 coaching packages. You can purchase 6 or you can purchase 8.
Okay, that's very nice of you to offer something for free. I love that. So I think it helps people to just know if this is something that they want to do or no.
Yeah, if you relate and you think, oh, I want to hear more of what Karolyn has to say, then you jump into the program.
Well, I know after speaking with you over the phone a few weeks ago, I knew immediately I wanted to. I just yes. So soon, I'm definitely going to jump because I know I want to. So
Erilene, could I just say, I'm so glad you said that because a lot of us think, where are we going to find the time to do this? Like, when am I going to listen to it? When am I going to do the lessons? Well, guess what? The first thing you need to ask yourself, how much do I want to jump out of bed in the morning without aches and pains?
yes,
Without, oh, I got a sore knee.
or a
Without,
hangover.
oh, what are the kids doing now? Um, how much does it mean to you to come home at night and just feel peace, just feel contentment, and everything around you is slowly slipping into that contentment. And we all feel rushed, we all feel harried. And
Yes,
it's just because we're not framing, and framing is a coaching word, I should never have used that, but we're not compartmentalizing things so that they work for you, because you're the most important person in your life. And when you have peace, you radiate peace around you. So that's why the reward puzzle is, that's why the puzzle is there, because you're going to only make changes that are so easy that you don't even notice you're making them initially. Then you're going to have a beautiful normal, and you're going to build onto that with another slight notch up. You're never going to have to do something that's going to be full of blame or guilt. It's really lasting results and relief.
yes, that's wonderful. I'm excited to share this with everyone as well. Is there anything else you wanted to add, Carolyn?
I just wanted to say, if you are interested in finding out more, you can go to my Karolyn.live Facebook page. You'll see all the different links are clearly visible there. Or you can go to our website, which is Karolyn.live, and have a look. There's a lot of free tips on our website, lots of information. There are all the links to the big programs. And then if you want to speak to me personally for free, I'll give you an hour of my time. Just click on a breakthrough call, fill in the questions, and then we can just chat. And with no pressure and no obligation.
Wonderful, thank you. And I'll also put all the links in the description and in the
Thank you.
so everything will be there. And then yeah, that I think that's
Yeah.
everything. Yes.
Yeah. Thank you so much, Erlene. I really appreciate this. And Mel, thank you so much. I know you're going through a really difficult space right now. Thinking of you, I love you.
Yes, Mel, next time when we chat next time, it'll be Mally will also be on the screen with us.
Nice. Nice. That'll be exciting.
Okay, thank you so
But
much, Carol, and we'll talk again soon.
thank you. Bye.
Okay, bye.